Hey everybody, how's it going? We're going to take a walk through a nice calcareous fen today. And what's essentially going to happen here is I'm probably going to come back and visit the spot a few times over the next month or two. Because you got 4 real cool species of orchid that all bloom in this area. And, want to take the time to show you all of them. It's nice to have a predictable spot with a predictable schedule. As I'm sure you can tell from the boardwalk beneath us, this is a how do you say it? A somewhat or a very well known population for a lot of these species, and I like to come out and do the discovery stuff where I'm finding kind of new populations of stuff, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth and refuse to check out a well-known spot. I'm not above that at all. I think it's important that these places are set aside and preserved. As you can see, we got a nice wetland community down through here. You got some equisetum down there. Actually, some cool horsetails coming up, and I suspect only one of the orchids that we're going to look at is going off today, but that's okay. I know that the one that I've never seen before, actually there's 2 in here I've never seen before, they're going to come out. They're going to be here at some point. No sense in rushing them. Let's just take a look around and see what there is to see. Well, that didn't take long at all. There you go. There's one of them. There's Cypripedium parviflorum. That's what we're here to look at today specifically. He's all the way down there though. Let's see if we can find one a bit more accessible. They got some Micranthes pennsylvanica in here too. Tiarella, cordifolia. Some nice stuff already popping out. Yeah, it's nice. They get the sign out, Not everybody can be, not everybody's an expert on this stuff. They got the sign out for the Micranthes. Micranthes pennsylvanica. We got to know that guy. Got to know that guy real well. Guess, God, that makes me really want to go back and check in on some of the seeps that I had found this in down in Massachusetts. I mean, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about blowing up this spot. This is a pretty well-known location where you can come see a lot of these species. In fact, they advertise it as a feature. We're over here in Vermont, and judging by the fact that this Micranthes pennsylvanica is growing within earshot of Cypripedium parviflorum, tells me that maybe, well, I guess I would have seen Cypripedium parviflorum. If it's blooming up here now, definitely would have been blooming down there, when I was there. But I digress. There could be some other cool stuff coming up in June or July. You never know. Saxifragaceae is the family here. Maybe if we get one growing a little closer, I can show you the cool. Actually, I guess I could just hold my hand out. Yeah, whatever. We'll see what we can do. There's a whole other trail that goes around through here. We might be able to get some better close-ups at some point. Same family as Tiarella cordifolia, which you also got growing in here. Down over there, all those little white flowers. I can always put the close-up shots too. Zoom in, get a good shot, zoom in, and just have that be that. We got options. Yeah. There you go. There's your Tiarella cordifolia, which I'm not playing to my strengths when I come over into areas like this. I'm a little bit out of my depth, But this is the calcareous fen, so they get some nutrients here, which is why you're seeing actually a very dense lush growth. Still a stressful habitat to grow in if you're a plant, but a different set of stressors, So we go down to like a bog. There's a bog I love down there in New Hampshire. I go to quite often. Oh, you got a snake chilling right in front of me. I'll zoom in on him in a second. Actually, hang on. You see that guy? He's cute. He's right there. Little face. Hey, cutie. You like hanging out in the calcareous fen? I'd like it too. I'd hang out here. Saw a cool millipede earlier as well. Anyway, what I was saying was you get these seeps, actually very rich in nutrients, really kind of changes the whole deal you got going on here. And actually, now that I'm down here, I wouldn't be able to zoom in on it with my camera. You get some Mitella growing in here too. Maybe Mitella nudum, close relative of the Tiarella cordifolia there. Stolonifera. I never know. You guys got to cut me some slack there. They want to change, you know, the epithets around. Let them do it, but I'm not. It's Tiarella. It's Tiarella, stolonifera, cordifolia, whatever. It was the same thing until relatively recently. Anyway, yeah, in habitats like this, you can still get, I guess. I'm probably gonna butcher this. Maybe problems with lack of nitrogen, which kind of creates an interesting situation. But you definitely have, you know, your calcium, your magnesium, you get all your stuff like that, you know, still present here. Versus, you know, a bog, which becomes very acidic. You know, you're getting a lot of carnivorous plants there. I'm not seeing, and I'm walking around, I could be wrong, I'm not seeing like pitcher plants. I'm not seeing Drosera. But I am seeing, you know, some very dense plant growth. So obviously we're going to walk around for quite a while. We'll see what's going on. See if I can get some better views of some of these plants. Get you some close-ups. I know I got one for Tiarella cordifolia, but that's not the most interesting thing here. At least not in my opinion. Huh, well, I stand corrected. Evidently you do get at least Drosera here. I don't see them. They're not out yet, but they get the sign for them. So they clearly get Drosera tundifolia. At least one little carnivorous plant, but can't see him right now. He's not out. Yeah, they got this cool Geum marked off. Geum rivale, whatever the hell it is. Never talked about that, but I mean, Geum's a cool genus. You got Geum peckii, nearly endemic to the state of New Hampshire, up there in the White Mountains. But you get in Nova Scotia too. And Geum rivale, I don't know, however they want me to pronounce it, is another one where it's going to have, these are kind of, got weird flowers. They get the leaves. They're big for a Geum, big for an Avens. Most of them, you know, maybe half that size. You get Geum canadense too, the white Avens, super common one, Celta here, at least in my neck of the woods. And yeah, I've always kind of, it's nondescript. I probably wouldn't have even noticed it, but they put the little sign out, you know. It's a genus I like, but not one that I'm constantly hunting down. But likes this type of habitat for sure. Oh, see, that's nice. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if what I was looking at in the bog over there was this exact species, but this is a Mitella right here. This is Mitella diphylla. Another cool saxifrage. Just has these tiny little snowflake looking flowers. Goddamn fascinating. Almost always run out of a rotting log. But I think the one that was in there, I'd have no way of getting up close to it to get you a good picture. But I think, you know, Mitella and Tiarella, two really cool closely related saxifrages. And I mean, I've seen Mitella nudum in a different, you know, in like a swamp, like a thuya swamp. But it was, you know, post-flowering. Yeah, get a real good close-up on those flowers. So they're hard to film just because they're white and they're so frilly. This is what I need to get a good macro lens for. But there you go. You get the idea. Really, really nice. Just bizarre. So many of the saxifrages, just bizarre, man. Swear to God, every bog, every fen, every cool swamp I visit up north has a goddamn gnome home. Look at this little guy. He's chilling in there. He's slumming it compared to some of the cool gnome homes I've seen. He's just living outside the trunk of a tree. I don't know what possessed me to come all the way up on this perimeter trail. I mean, it's a nice, don't get me wrong, nice woodland up here. But I'm going to go back down, try to get some good shots of Cypripedium parviflorum. I might be able to see it somewhere else today. I'm not sure. But I want it in the context of this location. Ooh, check that out. You got Erythronium americanum down there. Already done for the year, huh? It's not surprising. I don't think we're at a high elevation right here. I don't even think we're technically that far north. I'd have to double check, but I mean, beautiful lush forest here. I just got to go back and I'm trying to just set the context here, because I'm going to come back rapid succession. We'll just get the other species you want to look at, but you know, it's important that you understand the context. Nice Overstory of sugar maple. Yes, I am sure this is sugar maple this time. I've had my clarifications made. Yeah. We'll see what else is going on. Okay, so for my money, this is about as good as we're going to get. That's a Cypripedium parviflorum right there. This is a whole nice patch of them. Had a chance to see this guy. Let me get back out. Had a chance to see this guy last year in much worse shape. They're beautiful when they're, you know, kind of in their full glory like this. But, you know, I can't get any closer, but that's okay. We're going to respect... Oh, there's an inchworm on my camera. We're going to respect the rules of the fen. And we're going to just be grateful that this is such an epic spot, man, you know? Come back in a few weeks. Go see another species of lady slipper. We'll get to meet Platanthera dilatata, too. Might have to come back late June for that one. But the Cypripedium parviflorum, just chilling. Just can't get any, you know, why break the rules? Maybe I can go back a little ways. There was one kind of closer to the boardwalk. We'll go see that one. There we go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. There's one that's close enough that we can actually get a good shot of it. So Cypripedium parviflorum, you already know the drill. You guys aren't going to really get this one anywhere where there's a ton of, you know, acidic soil. In New England really likes the calcareous stuff, which you'll notice is obviously still got the same same slipper, same labellum as the all too familiar pink lady slipper, Cypripedium accal, which you're not going to get anywhere in a fen like this. Maybe near a bog, but not near a fen. They like it acidic. What was I saying? So this guy likes the acidic, the calcareous stuff. You can see this one's in much better shape than what we would have looked at last year. That one was in New Hampshire. This is in Vermont. Got the cauline leaves on it, which Cypripedium accal doesn't have. Cypripedium virginiensis got that too, which we're going to come back and see. Nice spotted staminode there. Morphologically pretty similar actually to Cypripedium accal. Probably the most morphologically similar, even though that labellum, I never finished my thought there. That labellum, obviously, instead of being cleft and split down the middle and kind of hanging down below, it's pointed out, and it's only got the one hole in it. It doesn't have the split in the front like Cypripedium accal does. So got the same, well, not the same, but slightly different, almost twisted dorsal petals there. Still has the fused dorsal sepals, that one sepal up top, and the bracts subtending the ovary. Morphologically, though, not that different from Cypripedium accal. Cypripedium virginiensis, we'll come back. You'll see that one's got some extra doodads going on. So that's about all I got for this particular time and date. Hopefully some of that footage is usable. And this cut to film right here, probably the best that I'm going to be able to do for Cypripedium parviflorum on this site. Just because, you know, I'm not a monster. I don't step off the boardwalk, especially not in a well-beloved, well-trafficked place like this. I don't want to bum everybody out. So I think on that note we can leave it there, and I guess we'll come back in a month and we'll see what else is going on up here. Well worth the 2.5-hour drive to walk around a 1 mile boardwalk, but hey, what are you gonna do? This is what you do when you love this stuff, you know what I'm saying, man? Might as well mention it while I'm here, but that guy right there, I can only imagine that that's Cypripedium virginiensis coming into bud. I mean, I've seen plenty of yellow lady slippers here, Cypripedium parviflorum, but what they're telling me, they're really hyping up this guy. So we'll see. I'll be back here in almost exactly a month. So we'll see if he lives up to his reputation. Hopefully we can get some of the Platanthera at the same time, but I think those are more of a late June, July thing. This guy will be going off early June at this location. But of course, right now, we're going through a little bit of a heat wave. Feels like it's July. It's hot and humid and nasty. But we'll see this guy. Crazy to think that it still technically won't even be summer then, but we'll see this guy a little bit closer to summer. In any case, checking out for good this time. Have a good one. Oh, it's a cute little red squirrel. Oh, there he goes. You guys can be real mean sometimes, you know that? You like throwing stuff at people. I'm not gonna vibe you out, buddy. I'm just checking out some flowers, man. Do you like the calcareous fen? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you love it. I would as well. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just coming by, buddy. No need to be bummed out. I'm just taking a couple pictures, you know? Oh, you're cute. You're a cute little guy, though. Just makes me think of the fact that, you know, they think that they're special in Europe because they get the red squirrels. We got red squirrels, too. Look how cute he is.